Hi, my name is Ranjana from Copenhagen. I'm currently residing in West Palm Beach, Florida, in United States. Today I'm going to share about my book, One Voice, Empowering Life Lessons About Adoption. So, why did I write my book? So back in 2006, I went to India, to Mumbai, with my adoptive parents to visit the hospital and the nursing home where I spent 7 months before I was adopted to Denmark. And then we traveled a little bit south to Trivandrum in south of India, and there I met a woman from the Netherlands, and she wanted to write a book about me. So unfortunately, she never contacted me after the trip we had to India. But it was always, in the back of my head that, I could actually write the book myself about how it is to be adopted, how it is to grow up in a Danish society, and, how's life as an adopted. And I was in a Tony Robbins event back in 2014, and I got inspired by a woman who wrote a book and actually made enough money to go to Business Mastery with Tony Robbins. So I got the idea, and 6 months later, I got laid off from my job. I went down with stress, and that was the moment where I said, okay, this is my time, the time to write my book. And I decided to go to California, to Laguna Beach. Laguna Beach is a very artistic city in Laguna Beach and in southern California. And I rented a room in a big house in the mountains with a view over the ocean. It was a beautiful place. So I sat there for 2 months and I wrote my book in 2 months. And it was published in 2016. And this is the book. It's called One Voice, Empowering Life Lessons About Adoption. It is my personal story. The chapters you will read about in this book is, about my parents, their thoughts and feelings about how it is to adopt and their process, and how we became a family, because my parents, they had 3 children, biological children, before they decided to adopt me. And then it's writing about the memories when I was a child, my passion for travel, and when I was living in Paris and France in 1989, and my experience with racism in school. And it's also about the night where I lost my inner voice, and my abusive first love, and my trip to India, which was beautiful, and then a life-changing trip that I did on my own. And then my journey with Tony Robbins is sharing my story, how I actually transformed my life with his tools. And then I'm also giving some tools about, how can you understand adoption today? How do we think and feel as adopted? I always have those thoughts and feelings, but I never really knew what I should do with them or how I express myself. I just saw the feelings and thoughts, and that was kind of normal part of my life. And then part of my book is also how did I master claiming back my power, and how do you actually live a life in fulfillment. So this is what is my book about. You can buy it on Amazon, and you can buy it on saxo.com in Denmark. And I have 100 books available. That's what is left. I already sold 100 books already. So if you're interested in buying my book, reading about my personal story, what I'm passionate about, but also this book is also for parents that want to adopt, or parents that has adopted the kids and want to learn more about the different stages of how can it impact a child when you're born international from one country, to another country. There can be some culture indifferences that can affect a child in the long term and short term. So in the book, you will get some tools and learnings and knowledge about being adopted and how we think and feel, but also you as a parent, how you can raise your children in the best possible way. I know my parents, they and my family did what they did possible and what they knew. But one thing I have learned as an adopted is that we need to love ourselves. We need to focus on self-love, to give ourselves love. It's not a natural thing we have when we are born, because we basically being taken away from our birth parents in the moment we are being adopted away. So that can affect your life in different life stages, and this is what I share about in my book. So if you want to buy it, go to Saxo.com, type in the title, and it will come up. And it can basically be shipped anywhere in the world. The shipping cost, worldwide is a little bit more expensive than it is in Denmark, of course. So I just wanted to share this about my book. I encourage you, anyone who wants to buy my book, just go to Saxo.com. So that was my share today, and hope you enjoyed the video and my thoughts and feelings about my book. And yeah, have a nice day. Thank you.